I'll be the first to say that South Bend is already a special place, but the real question is, what can we do to make it more special, of course? A lot of times people have said, is it a chicken or an egg question? Which comes first, the amenities or the residential? And then that answer's been, that's really been answered by developers across the country already. The residential, the rooftops need to precede the amenities in many sense. So if we're talking about some of those services people are craving in the downtown area, maybe that full service grocery store or that drugstore or some more of those retail options.
Well, we need more people living downtown, and then with more people living downtown, we'll see more bars, restaurants, nightlife, entertainment venues pop up. And the best way to get more folks downtown is to do more marketing to the Michiana area, letting people know of all the positive momentum and things that have taken place in the past 2 years, making downtown what it is now.
I'm actually going to ask you to be actively engaged in the process by scoring where we're walking on a 0 to 10 scale. Because when we stop, I'm going to ask you for your score. You're not just along for the ride. What is your score just from the front door to right here? You ready? Nice and loud, go. 4, 5, 3, 4. All right, I heard a range from 2 to 5-ish, with an average about 3.5. Means I didn't hear 10, I didn't hear 0.
No ramp down from the hotel.
No ramp, so actual right thing. Remember, somebody in a wheelchair, how would I get down, or in a stroller? No bicycle lane, no bicycle accommodation, massive river of asphalt out here, no designation. No, you can land the space shuttle on that, for God's sake, but there's not enough room to put a bike lane.
Downtown is the face of the community. It's what leaves an impression on people in terms of what they think about a community. We're downtown because we wanted to be a part of what we see as a real renaissance. With the kind of leadership that we've got now, the kind of enthusiasm there is, the way people are feeling now about downtown, and some of the changes that have already been made. But there's a lot more on the drawing board, and we're really looking forward to being here to be a part of that change.
Any other things that you like? Smelled like food. Olfactory benefits. Excellent. You know, I mean, you got any stretch that has a giant place dedicated to chocolate's got to get some points, right? Why didn't I hear 10?
No residential nearby.
So where are the people living that are going to populate this at 7 or 8 o'clock tonight? I want that restaurant never to consider closing at 2. I want it to be hopping. I do not want to feel like I'm rolling the sidewalks up at 5 or 6 p.m. Okay, crossing the bridge that way. Head on out.
Historic preservation is important because we're celebrating our heritage, and South Bend has such a deep-rooted heritage, and the buildings downtown are really important to telling that story.
We're at a place right now, I think, where we're on the verge of really doing something dynamic and exciting. We're small enough to be able to get something done, okay, but big enough to have a huge impact. Well, I really think we need to take advantage of this huge asset that we've got in terms of the river, and then continue this creating homes out here, places for people to live. We also need to build on the inclusion, the diversity of our community, and get more and more people involved from every aspect of the community.
Find kids go on walks like this, of all ages, by the way, and they aren't bound by what we can't do because the zoning ordinance doesn't say it, or the MUTCD, you know, the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, says you can't stripe a sharrow there. Well, they don't know that, so they say, why can't people bike across this bridge? You could find your inner 15-year-old boy who doesn't take no for an answer. You would be better off as you think about this stuff.
What Mark brought out was the fact that we have a lot of unique dots in the downtown, but we don't really have good connections to those dots.
I spent the afternoon with a developer in the area who's doing a lot of great work, and I thought, okay, he's enthused, but I can't be too tough on the locals. They're going to be bummed out if I challenge them on the surface parking, or there's not enough residential development, or these roads are too wide, too much traffic. And instead what I saw them was embracing that as we did the walk and say, great, this is the stuff we want to fix. Let's be tough, let's grade ourselves hard, because we want to know what we can do to continue this renaissance.